direction and solutions you need to succeed. Because when we come together, we protect more, we achieve more, and we all rise together. Sanlam and Allianz is now Sanlam Allianz. Sanlam Allianz. Live with confidence.
Ozugo ụmụ akwụkwọ ọdụ n'ala ka anyị kwuo etu unu ga-esi malite ụbọchị taa. Sam, ọ bụ gị ga-abụ onye mbụ.
Nne m kwadochara anyị akwụkwọ wee jiri ezigbote ihe ọṅụṅụ nke a na-akpọ John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate na achịcha mere anyị nri ụtụtụ.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate dị ụtọ, ọ na-atọ goggo.
Ihe ọṅụṅụ John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate dị ezigbo ụtọ. Nke a bụ nri na-emezu ahụ. Mụ na nwanne m na-etinye ya n'aka m mgbe ọbụla. Ọ na-atọ gwogwo.
Jiri ezigbote ihe ọṅụṅụ na-edozi ahụ wee malite ụbọchị gị. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Ọ dị mfe ịkwado ma jupụta n'ihe na-edozi ahụ dịka vitamin A, D, E nakwa vitamin K. Ọ dị n'ụlọ ahịa ọbụla nke dị gị nso na Nigeria. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Orie ndụ na ihe imeri na-edozi ahụ.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Krima.
Even when you need to clear your eyes.
Kivo Krima.
Or when you need to have the break time.
Kivo Krima.
If not tea or margarita.
Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima.
Good time moments with Kivo Krima.
Kivo Krima.
No be party jollof dey same.
Abeg, make nothing hungry you again today.
I am pregnant wife dey follow talk so.
Neighbor, abeg.
Abeg neighbor, just one spoon.
No wahala.
Chef, what be your secret?
Now, Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder gets spicy stew, goat meat, fried rice, and roasted beef from great aroma to great taste.
Elevate every meal with Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Chef.
MTN Mega Billion Promo nọ ebe a site Monday ruo Saturday n'elekere 7 nke mgbede. Ọtụtụ ndị Nigeria ga-enwe ike mere nke ukwuu.
Ịbanye bụ naanị ka ịpịnye star 900 hash n'ekwentị MTN gị. Ka ọ bụla itinyere ruru 100 naira ma nke karịrị ya ga-agụnyere gị ma mụbaa gị ohere ndaba mmeri. Tinye ego n'ekwentị gị taa ma merie n'ego ndende. Usoro na ọnọdụ nọkwa. Gaa na www.mtn.ng maka nkọwa ndị ọzọ.
Promo a ga-adị ruo ụbọchị 21 n'ọnwa Septemba.
Isi ọwụwa ukwu mgbu Babadol n'ebe ahụ ọ bụ Babadol site na njikọta ụkpụrụ na-akpata Babadol ọ ga-ekpochapụ ihe niile ọ bụ Babadol na-eji mgbakọta ụzọ abụọ nke na-arụ ọrụ esepụ aka n'otu ụbọchị
Babadol bụ ụdị ọzọ nke ọgwụ paracetamol na diclofenac sodium dị ire maka agbamume na ahụ mgbu, ahụ ọkụ, isi ọwụwa, dysmenorrhea, ankylosing spondylitis, actinic keratosis, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, ocular inflammation nakwa ụmụ obere ahụ ụfụ na ahụ mgbu ndị ọzọ. Ọ bụ Patrick Lungo Pharmaceuticals Limited na-ere Babadol na Nigeria. Ọ dị adị n'ụlọ ahịa niile nakwa famasi gburugburu obodo anyị a. Babadol, ọ dịrị na-enye gị ike ịdị na-aga. Ọ bụrụ na enwetaghị onwe gị ruo ụbọchị abụọ, gaa hụ dọkịta.
Nnukwara onwe m ihe ka ozi si wee bata n'ime ekwentị m fiam nwepịa ya aka fiam otu ahụ ka ego niile dị n'akaụntụ m si wee jee.
Ọ bụrụ na ị bụ onye Airtel, a gara ịgwa gị tupu ị pịa ya. Ndị Airtel na-enyere aka ịmata ndị na-ezi ozi efu bịa mee ka ndị ahịa ha mata maka ya site n'enyemaka nke AI kwadoro iji hụ na ozi efu ndị ahụ agaghị enwe ohere igbu gị wayo. Anaghị akwụ ụgwọ o wee gị ndenye aha.
Biko ekuzina, ana m eji isonye Airtel fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Brand new from Airtel.
I'm living in my lane, happy every day. Things are not the same, oh no. Now I chop from a buffet, unlimited buffet. Why another fear? Cause I know it's more than enough for me. Ocean of feet finish, highway no get limits. I have all I need. Airtel unlimited, Airtel unlimited.
To enjoy unlimited data on your devices, visit airtel.com.ng/HBB.
reason to imagine.
From state to state, country to country, and across the triple W's, we bring you up to date with the latest happenings. Magic 102.9 ABBA, transforming lives through the airwaves.
There is no water, electricity is in politics. Women are marginalized.
As the democratic space gets broader and political activities become more intense, with many Nigerians angling for relevance and agitating for their voices to be heard, Magic 102.9 FM ABBA has taken a giant leap by providing the needed platform that captures the essence of your individual, corporate, and most importantly, your political needs.
You see, the government is trying, but it's just this insecurity.
Yes, showcase your aspirations, opinions, and more as a politician, political party, government, community, organization, association, and more. Join Magic 102.9 FM ABBA on People and Politics, Mondays to Fridays at 9 a.m. For inquiries and participation, please call 0903-282-3717. People and Politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
Fresh from the weekend, we have all the hottest stories this Monday morning. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ben Watu.
My name is Anastasia Dochuchina. Thank you for sharing your time with us. And you know how we do it? We just give you latest stories that trended in the polity in the last maybe 48 hours from the last time we had a conversation on Friday. And it's already trending on our Facebook page. The federal government to pay health workers 7 months arrears to avert looming strike. ASU warns of nationwide strike over unmet demands. Parents and students decry fee increment at the David Umahi Federal University of Health Sciences. Release core member discharge certificate now, Falana tells NYSC. NYSC also have their own side of the story, why they say her certificate was withheld. NIMET predicts 3-day thunderstorms, rain from Monday. Wow. Fayemi, former SGF, denies Amechi's claim on ADC coalition, reaffirms loyalty to APC. And also yesterday was a little bit dramatic. One Daddy Gio was caught by the NDLEA for peddling drugs. Thank you once again for sharing your time with us.
All right. All these have been posted on our Facebook page, facebook.com/MagicFMNG. We're streaming live on that platform. Likewise on YouTube, Magic FM ABBA. Check us out on Instagram at Magic FM Nigeria. Thank you for joining us once again. Well, it appears the health workers are beginning to get the attention of the federal government.
I think so as well. The federal government has pledged to settle outstanding 7-month salary arrears owed medical doctors and other healthcare professionals before the end of this month, August, in order to prevent a looming nationwide strike. The assurance was given by the Minister of Health, Ali Pati. This followed a 21-day ultimatum issued by NMA demanding the resolution of lingering welfare issue or commencement of industrial action. The National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives had also recently suspended a warning strike following a stakeholder intervention. And so to prevent further disruptions, the ministry convened a high-level roundtable involving representatives of NMA, Nurses and Midwives, Joint Health Sector Union Johesu, alongside officials from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Yeah, the NMA President Bala Audu Johesu National President Kabiru Minijib welcomed the assurances with cautious optimism, stressing that full implementation of the agreement's rate will be crucial to averting the planned strike.
All right, so there you have it. I wouldn't blame the NMA president for welcoming what the minister said with cautious optimism.
In parentheses.
Exactly. Because they say once beaten, twice shy.
They don't promise and fail.
This wouldn't be the first time the government would come out and say, hey, we will do this, we will do that. But at the right time for them to start showing working, you find out that it would amount to one excuse after another. Why do we always allow things to get out of hand before we start addressing it? The health workers, they've been shouting, they've been screaming for as long as I can remember. The federal government came up with a new pay policy for the health workers, talking about the allowances and certain things. And the workers came out to say, no, federal government, this in 2025 will not work. Are we making progress or are we retrogressing? Compare what politicians earn, compare it with the allowances you're proposing to be paying us as health workers. They rejected it. Nurses and midwives rejected theirs. So it's been one complaint after another. And that leaves one wondering if consultations were not made before the federal government published the allowances and salary structure for the health workers. One would have expected a situation where the federal government would call on the health workers to say, okay, how many unions do we have in the health sector? Each union, present your representative. This is what we are looking at. This is what we are proposing. What do you people have to say? If such consultations had taken place, I don't think things would have deteriorated to this level. But it appears we have a situation where the federal government feels whatever they come up with, they can push it down the throat of the health workers. But the health workers have made it clear, vehemently rejecting the proposals that the federal government has made. We can't rule out how important the health sector is in Nigeria. Yes, the politicians may not be patronizing the health sector, but majority of Nigerians, we do not have money to go to London or France for health care. So let's make the health care system in Nigeria work for the benefit of the majority, who are not as fortunate as the few politicians who at the slightest headache would join their private jets and go see the best doctors in the best hospitals in the world. Our doctors are good enough. The reason why they are hot cake. Our nurses are good enough. Our midwives are good enough. Our healthcare workers. The reason why all over the world they are being shopped for. People are poaching them. So the question is, why is it that when it comes to Nigeria, these health workers are usually found wanting? Now, they are found wanting not because they don't know what they are doing, but the work environment, from the welfare to their security to the work environment, no tools to work with. So the federal government should do well to start addressing some of these things. If you know how much these politicians spend outside the shores of this country to take care of their health, that amount is enough to make a remarkable impact in the health sector in Nigeria. Let's make our health sector one of the best in the world. Once upon a time, the royal family in Saudi Arabia, they used to come here for their health checks. So what happened? Today, people go to Egypt, India, Turkey. It's quite a pity.
You asked what happened. Corruption happened.
It's quite unfortunate.
Lack of political will happened. Lack of a functioning system happened where people will steal money and get away with it. You hear, they will tell you $1.5 billion is missing. Heads will not roll. No name will be called. So the next person who comes on board will steal his own too. So it's a culture of impunity. That's what happened.
Well, talking industrial harmony, let's take a look at the education sector now, where a similar thing is played out. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has threatened to embark on a nationwide strike if the government fails to address its long-standing demands, including the conclusion of the renegotiation of the 2009 agreement. In a statement signed by its president, Christopher Piwuna, ASU accused the Nigerian government of neglecting agreements and creating conditions that have left lecturers forgotten, shamed, and demoralized. Meanwhile, following delayed salaries in June, ASU directed its members to down tools whenever the government fails to pay their salaries as at when due, describing it as a no-pay, no-work policy. However, the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, said the government had perfected plans to ensure that workers' unions in Nigerian tertiary institutions no longer embark on strike. Alausa said industrial harmony would be achieved through dialogue, a good relationship with the heads of the unions, as well as meeting the demands of the unions. He said the demands of the workers' unions were already being met to avert any possible industrial action. While reacting to the minister's comments, the Academic Staff Union said industrial harmony on campuses depends on the government acting on outstanding issues. ASU noted that the government has failed to honor several memorandum of understanding or memoranda of understanding and memoranda of action signed in 2013, 2017, 2019 and 2020. It added that the government has failed to conclude a renegotiation of the 2009 agreement for more than 8 years now.
I don't tire, sir. It's emotionally draining. I even wonder the people who are involved how they're coping. Believe me, it's emotionally draining. 2009 agreement was still a beg now.
This is 2025. Well, and a member of the House of Representatives from Abia State, the man representing Umunochi Axis, Amo Bioga, recently came up with a bill that would mandate political office holders,
that one is dead on arrival now,
to have their children school year, because the man believes if the school year, the political leaders would have no other option than to make the institutions work. For me, I think we need such a bill. It is obvious that because of the option that some of these political leaders have, they don't care about what happens to the institutions here. If we have a law that says once you become a public officer, you must patronize a public hospital, your children must attend public schools, you find out that the hospitals will start working, the public schools will start functioning once again. But because there is really nothing to checkmate this, as a public officer, I'm bragging that I just built the best hospital in the world, but when mosquito bites me,
you go abroad.
I go abroad. So what happened to the best hospital that I built, or that I claimed to have built? As a public officer, I claim to have built the smartest school in the world, but the school is not smart enough to have my ward attend it. So like you pointed out, so I just wish that all the members of the state, I beg your pardon, the Green Chambers, the House of Representatives, would share the views of Amo Bioga. But the truth is, it's just a waste of time, because definitely they would kick against that bill because it doesn't favor them.
Okay, we move now. Parents and guardians, students studying various disciplines at the Dave Umahi Federal University of Health Sciences in Ebonyi State have complained about the jacking of the tuition fees by the management and urged the Minister of Education to intervene. A statement by the bursary department of the institution indicates that the medicine and surgery increased 42.86%. That's from 1,030,000 in the 2023-24 academic session to 1.5 in the new 2025-2026 session, while pharmacy and nursing sciences are both jacked up from 730, that's in the last academic session, to 1.5. Goodness. Reacting to the new development, one Ozo Festus, who claimed that his two children both gained admission to study medicine and surgery and pharmacy, lamented that despite the brilliance of his children, which made them gain the admission on merit, is now seeming like a curse because he cannot afford to cough out 3 million naira to process the entrance of the children for a federal university he felt was funded by the federal government. Also, a retired civil servant whose daughter just gained admission as well to study medicine and surgery, Rosalie Azin, decried the development, describing it as helpless.
Well, when the federal government introduced NEL Fund, some of us saw this coming, that the federal government has been shouting that there is no way they can sustain funding federal universities. So they were looking for a way out, and the way out was for them to increase tuition. And when you cry or complain that, hey, before now we're paying 50,000 naira school fees, all of a sudden you've taken it to 300,000 naira, they simply tell you go and apply for NEL Fund. And of course we know the story that has trailed NEL Fund, especially for Southeasterners. It has not been the best of stories, whereas other parts of the countries were busy enjoying that facility. Most students in the Southeast are still struggling to access NEL Fund. You could imagine what the school fees is like today. How many parents can afford to cough out 1.5 million naira for a session as school fees? What is the average salary earner earning in Nigeria to be able to afford this? For me, what this simply means is that there are certain courses only the privileged can afford to study. Once your father or your parents are not privileged, just you forgo certain courses. Otherwise, if you put them under pressure, high blood pressure would come and they would die of one disease. That's how bad things are. If the NEL Fund should function optimally the way it ought to, without the obstacles and challenges we've seen over time, fine. But even the NEL Fund, students, especially in this part of the country, are still reaching out and screaming that they have not been able to access it. So the federal government should be realistic. What is the minimum wage in the country? Does it justify a student paying as much as 1.5 million naira in a federal university, not a private university?
You know, Ben, there's a point you did not highlight, sir. Do you think there's any school in northern Nigeria that pays 1.5 million?
Not at all. It's always the south, especially the southeast and the south.
My mother just retired from a federal polytechnic. If I tell you their school fees, you go mad. It's like giveaway. Why? I'm trying to understand. Is it that the people who set these school fees, they set differently for different parts of the country? That's the part I'm trying to understand. Upon that, we want to go to school. We are willing. Our parents want to pay. Over there, they are not interested in going to school, and they are still forcing them, bringing down the school fees to the barest minimum. I like the fact that they're raising this issue so that the federal government will be aware that a federal university, I'm stressing federal, let me sound like one local girl, federal, 1.5, like how? Is it a private school? Even some private universities, their school fees is 2.5, meaning you can just add a little on top of the 1.5, some 2.3. How can a federal university pay 1.5? No matter the infrastructure they have there, because I know they have pretty good infrastructure. No, They should keep it up. I think that they are not even pushing enough, because this matter by now should be trending on all social media platforms as to why a federal university will be charging 1.5 million because the person is studying medicine. Is the person going to heaven from there? Please.
We'll take our first break now. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
MTN Mega Billion Promo nọ ebe a site Monday ruo Saturday n'elekere 7 nke mgbede. Ọtụtụ ndị Naịjirịa ga-enwe ike mere nke ukwuu.
Ịbanye bụ naanị ka ịpịnye star 900 hash n'ekwentị MTN gị. Ka ọ bụla itinyere ruru 100 naira ma nke karịrị ya ga-agụnyere gị ma mụbaa gị ohere ndaba mmeri. Tinye ego n'ekwentị gị taa ma merie n'ego mbende. Usoro na ọnọdụ nọkwa. Gaa na www.mtn.ng maka nkọwa ndị ọzọ.
Promo a ga-adị ruo ụbọchị 21 n'ọnwa Septemba.
Dry deodorant will help you maintain your steeze. It only for 25 ml small size for boys and girls wey sabi.
Thank God, finally network don gree pick up. Finally care, wetin dey sup my brother? Don dey bust your line like say tomorrow no dey, no response. My brother make you no vex o. Na network for my area don kolo scatter. Some area boys come vandalize the telecom mast wey dey here. Dem try am for my area too, but our people no gree. Na so we take form vigilante. Now they don dey guard that mast like say na oil well. That one na smart move. I go tell my neighbor make e table this matter for our CDA meeting. Na so e supposed to be. Once dem break mast or cut fiber cable, everywhere go just jam like say na traffic for road. School go dull, hospital go slow, even bank na the whole economy na dey connect slap. Vandalizing telecom infrastructure dey affect everybody. If your eye jam anything wey no pure, make you dial 622 from any network or send mail go protect@ncc.gov.ng. This message na from mobile network operators and tower companies with full backing plus support from the Nigerian Communications Commission.
When bend and knock, no need fear. Headache, waist pain, Babadol, dia. Babadol, from joint to muscle, it will clear the way. Babadol, with double combo, way to walk all day. Babadol, fast relief, no stress at all. Babadol, stand up tall with Babadol. Babadol.
Babadol na brand of paracetamol and diclofenac sodium wey dey effective for the relief of pain, fever, headaches, dysmenorrhea, ankylosing spondylitis, actinic keratosis, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, ocular inflammation plus other small aches and pains dem. Na Patrick Lingo Pharmaceuticals Limited dey market Babadol for Obodo, Nigeria. E dey available for stores and pharmacies nationwide. Babadol na for strong relief for take carry go. If symptoms don't gree go after 2 days, abeg go see your doctor.
Reveal your skin's radiance with Nivea Perfect and Radiant Body Lotion. The trusted unique formula enriched with berry extracts and UV filters to reduce dark spots and restore your skin's natural radiance. Say hello to radiant skin. Try the full Nivea Perfect and Radiant range to unlock your most radiant self.
N'ihi na abụ m nne bụrụkwa dọkịta na-ahụ maka eze, aghọtara m na ọ dị mkpa inwe ọmarịcha eze gbasiri ike na-amụke amụke ma nwekwa isi ọma. Ya mere m ji enye ezinụlọ m obi si ike na Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Ọ bụ toothpaste atọ dị n'ime otu na-egbochi eze mgbu, na-enyekwa ha eze na-acha ọcha na-enwu zaa na isi ọma. Ya bụ ike Pepsodent Triple Protection 123.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, you're welcome back. Human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has knocked the management of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, over the decision to withhold the discharge certificate of a Lagos Youth Corps member, Oshe Ugwamaye, known as Raye, in alleged retaliation for her criticism of the economic policies of the Bola Tinubu administration. Falana, in a statement, said the decision was a cheap demonstration of overzealousness and described it as illegal since no court authorized it. He said it was a sad reminder of the confiscation of the NYSC discharge certificate of late Bamidele Aturu in 1988 by the NYSC management for rejecting the Best Copper Award on the ground that he did not want to shake hands with the then Niger State military governor Lawan Gwadebe. Raya became an internet sensation following her public criticism of the present administration, which she described as worsening economic conditions. She had, in a viral video shared on her TikTok account, expressed frustration over Nigeria's worsening economic conditions, lamenting the high inflation and economic hardship in the land. Well, the NYSC has reacted.
That's correct. The NYSC says in a detailed response that the corps member was denied her certificate as denied her certificate as retaliation for criticizing the government. In a statement yesterday, NYSC management explained that she was one of the 131 corps members whose certificates were withheld for failing to meet the mandatory NYSC requirements. Specifically, they said she was extended by 2 months due to her absence at the April 2025 biometrics clearance, a compulsory step for all corps members. The NYSC clarified that the action was consistent with its bylaws, which prescribed equal treatment and standard to discipline corps members.
Well, I was listening to Raya's lawyer this morning, just a few minutes before we came on air. And for me, one thing is obvious. The NYSC is not being truthful. You claim that Raya is amongst over 100 ex-corps members whose discharge certificates were seized and their service year extended by 2 months. And out of these 100 plus, Raya did not know that you people took that action. There was no communication to her, no letter, no notification whatsoever until yesterday that Nigerians started asking questions, that everybody started showing solidarity with Raya. That was when the NYSC came out to issue an explanation. You talked about the lady not showing up for a biometric capture sometime in April this year. For crying out loud, this is August. I listened to the lawyer, and the lawyer said Raya presented herself for that biometric capture. But the LGI, that's the local government inspector, who was supposed to capture, came up with all manner of tricks in the books. At the end of the day, she practically asked the lady to go, that she wasn't going to capture her. Later, she presented herself again, faced the disciplinary panel, and there was no communication whatsoever. So it is obvious that this is a fallout of the criticism that the girl made, which many Nigerians align with. Can the woman in NYSC, talking about the LGI, who is allowing herself to be used against this innocent lady for simply speaking up her mind, can she in all honesty say she's not feeling the pains being brought on Nigerians by the current administration's policies? Even the president himself acknowledges that, hey, we are in for tough time, but we should be patient with him. That's the president that this lady criticized. It appears to me that we live in a country where certain persons are always in a haste to please the big man, and you'll be shocked to find out that the president may not be aware of what is happening. I can bet you to an extent it is very, very possible that the NYSC officials and trying to show the president that they are working, they are loyal. They are the ones creating this unnecessary problem, thinking they are doing their jobs. If you claim that this lady failed to show up in April, which she has denied, because she also has a reply to the letter, that, the query that was issued her, and she clearly stated that she showed up for the biometric, but this Mrs. Veronica, that's the name of the local government inspector, rejected her for reasons best known to her. So if you claim that she did not show up, how come you did not notify her that, hey, because of this you will not be getting your NYSC certificate and your service here has been extended? There was no communication whatsoever until the lady started shouting, reaching out to Nigerians, that Nigerian CEO, because of what I said months ago, that the policies of the current administration, they are pressing our necks. The NYSC refused to give me my discharge certificate. And if what she said is not true, and it was after she said what she said that the federal government started implementing the new minimum wage for corps members. So why are we like this? Why is it that when people say the truth, some people are just not comfortable with the truth? So for me, it's marks of overzealousness, just like the senior advocate of Nigeria, Falana, said, on the part of some NYSC officials who have taken it upon themselves to be more Catholic than the Pope. If the president, who the lady criticized, has over time asked Nigerians, please be patient with me. I know some of these my policies are harsh on you, but the country is like a sick country. We're giving Panadol, paracetamol, eventually the country would recover and everybody would enjoy. The president has said that over and over again. So what's the difference between what the girl said and what the president said? And as a corps member, her salary could not get her good loaves of bread. It was after her public outcry that the federal government reviewed the allowances of corps members upwards. So if there was no truth in what she said, how come that review was done?
Well, you can say that the timing may have pressured government, but before that time, government had already issued a circular that corps members' welfare was going to be topped with the minimum wage, but there was a delay. So we can say her outcry forced them, but we cannot say that her outcry made them to.
Well, they kept delaying, and I know of some corps members who served with us, and they were hoping. Yes, I did. They were hoping they would partake in that, but the federal government kept delaying, playing all manner of tricks until this lady went public.
That's what I just said.
They now hastened everything.
That there was already a plan for an increase before the drama. Not that the drama led to the increase. The
drama forced them to.
No, you said that because of what she did, they increased welfare for SCOP members. So I'm correcting to say that there was already a plan to increase, but it was delaying. Her outcry may have forced them to implement, but there was already a plan on ground. Having said that, I think it's also important to note that this NYSC issue is becoming very dramatic and embarrassing. Just one girl. Who is she? Young girl. I mean, they are putting too much drama around the girl, and I'm very concerned for her future. Because the way Nigeria works, once they start victimizing you like this, even loyalists of these people will watch out for you anytime you want to come and look for a job. So I'm even concerned for the girl, the way she's trending. This country is a banana republic. I am worried for the future of this young girl. I know that it's good to push sometimes so that people know that, yeah, you know what you're doing. But if I were in her shoes, since it's just 2 months extension, I'll just go to my father's house, sleep and wake up, after 2 months go collect my certificate. Because there's so much drama around this girl and I'm concerned about her. And I really feel that also, at this point, the Ministry of Education should come out and make a statement to say, oh no, this is wrong by all standards. Even the NYSC management coming to say, she did not come, it's just 2 months, blah, blah, blah. Some of us did NYSC and we know how these things work, right? There are people who will not even come for those monthly checks and then they compromise 1 or 2 people, fuel their car and then they just pass, right? So it's obvious that there is a hand involved in this girl. But I'm just saying that I'm concerned for the girl's future. The too much drama and energy around her negatively, on the other side. I just hope that God sees her through.
Well, I just wish the parents have enough money. I think the best thing right now is for her to just lead the shores of this country. It is obvious that certain powerful persons are hell-bent on frustrating her. What is the guarantee that upon the completion of the extension, they won't come up with another reason to deny her her discharge certificate? There is no guarantee. We've seen children of big men who practically do not even they just show up for registration, and that is it. You don't see them in camp. They disappear. On the day of the POP, they show up again with their khaki looking all clean. You could, just by looking at their khaki, you would know that khaki has only been worn twice.
Son of billionaire Kid Wire did mention on Big Brother Naija. He was just having a random conversation with his friends, and he said he served in Abia State. He said after a few months, I ran away. But go and check it. Kid Wire has a certificate. That's for sure.
He even tried to stay after 2 months.
So,
there are many of them who do not even spend 1 week.
It's not funny.
Well, we move on to other matters this morning. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted thunderstorms and rain from today, Monday, to Wednesday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook, released yesterday, Sunday in Abuja, envisaged morning thunderstorms on Monday over the southern region, with prospects of intermittent light rains to affect parts of Ebonyi, Cross River, and Akwa Ibom states. It predicted moderate rains over parts of Abia, Enugu, Edo, Ebonyi, Ekiti, Osun, Cross River, Rivers, Delta, and Akwa Ibom states later today. According to NIMET, there's a high likelihood of flood occurring in parts of Delta, Imo, Bayelsa, Rivers, Cross River, and Akwa Ibom states during the forecast period.
Also, the Nigerian Hydrological Service Agency has issued a fresh flood alert in 32 states and the FCT, cut across 198 LGAs. The agency warned of high flood risk from August 7 to August 21. The alert was issued by the Director General Umar Ibrahim following rising river levels, persistent rainfalls across the country. The agency urged emergency management stakeholders to activate their response protocol and advise the evacuation plans be put in place for communities at risk.
Well, I've always said we may not have control over certain things like the rain and the amount of water it comes with, but there is a lot we can do to help ameliorate the sufferings of people who live in flood-prone areas. Just a few weeks ago, we saw the current administration released 108 billion naira to states. This one is different from their normal ecological funds that they get on a monthly basis. Ecological funds comes on a monthly basis or quarterly basis. Okay, I think it's quarterly. Still, you move around states of the federation, you find out that most governors just pocket these monies. They practically do nothing with these monies, leaving their people at the mercy of Mother Nature. Every now and then we talk about, hey, flood in this part of the country, flood in this part of the country. Government will issue statements. Officials will use that as an opportunity to practice philanthropy. Give matras, give rice, give gari, and that is it. We fold our hands and wait for the same thing to happen again next year. Whereas in some of these areas you would find out that proper channeling of water would have saved the situation. Just at our backyard here, Kwaibo, after the state government, the last administration constructed what is today known as the mechanic cluster or mechanic village. The communities around that village have not known peace, because whenever it rains, the rains practically sack the people living around there. I know of a particular man who has done all manner of offense, who has tried diverting this water, but whenever the water comes, it pulls down this man's fence. Not to talk about people's houses. I know of some families today who have practically relocated, and I'm worried. It appears the state government is not getting real information as to what is happening around here. People still think it's a child's play. Maybe until somebody dies, God forbid. That is when the state government will give the deserved attention to this area. As at Friday, if you see the level of water in this part of Aba, just cannot help but weep for the people who live around Umajara, the primary school access of One Primary School, I mean. So it's crazy, please. This is us using this opportunity to call on the state government. I'm aware the Obingwa local government chairman, Maxwell Nwadike, paid a visit. But beyond what the chairman is doing, this is beyond what a local government chairman can handle. The state government, Abia state government, needs to step in. Simple channeling of that flash flood from Omunkama axis. There's a river less than 2 kilometers away. Just channel the water properly. Drainages. That's all it would take to save people around this area. But because no big man lives there, it is the poor people. The reason why it is taking forever for them to get their attention. Well,
and it's actually worrisome, because the more they abandon that place, the more it degenerates, making it very, very difficult to work on. And I just hope, because this cry has been from the immediate past government about this Ovom axis. It looks like they're shouting and shouting, nobody's listening. From one administration to another, they're shouting, nobody's listening. Remember what happened in the other Ovom? That's how they kept shouting until the thing caved in. Now government is spending billions to fix that place. So I don't know why they do this all the time.
Okay, let's talk politics now. The former Ekiti State Governor, Kayode Fayemi, has stated that he remains a committed member and leader of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Ekiti State. The former governor, in the statement on Sunday by the head Fayemi Media Office, Abuja, Ahmed Sajo, dismissed the claim in a viral statement attributed to former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi that he and Fayemi founded the new African Democratic Congress coalition before expanding it to include others. Sajo said, despite efforts to verify the statement, which has gained traction on social and digital media, that they have found no credible evidence to support it. While speaking on the possibility of the statements being fabricated to cause controversies to provoke or profit, Sajo said it was possible that Amechi did not make the statement or was misquoted, as he urged the public to treat news concerning Fayemi with caution, particularly when it originates solely from social media.
Well, the former SGF Boss Mustafa has also added his voice, because there were some of the names that were peddled by these people. Let me just quote what he wrote, just 2 paragraphs. I am not in any opposition alliance. I am not in any discussion with anyone who is involved. As the deputy national chairman of the ACN, the largest political party with 6 governors at the time of the merger and the formation of APC, I can rightly claim that I'm one of the founding fathers of the governing party. I therefore cannot in any way walk away from a party I helped to form. If our party has problems, as all other parties do, I will stay and fix the problem. We don't solve problem by decamping to another party, unquote. Joy, this one you, Joe.
Well, the initial story was that Amechi was on X, and these things popped up. But for these men to come out to say, no, we never had such a conversation with the former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi, leaves one wondering, did Amechi really say this? Or could it be that some persons are concocting this and pushing this narrative out there to test the waters? The ball is now in Amechi's court. Let's see, before the day runs out, if he's going to offer explanation, or if he will just keep mute and allow this die a natural death. Okay, yesterday was quite a significant day for the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, during which the agency arrested the founder and general overseer of the Turn of Mercy Church at Defolushaw or Lashale, also known as Abbas Ajakaye, over his alleged role in multiple shipments of illicit drugs from Ghana to Nigeria. Olashale, who had been on the run for months, was apprehended on Sunday at his church in Okun Aja, Lekki, Lagos. A statement on Sunday by NDLEA spokesman Femi Babafemi said operatives waited until the end of Sunday service before arresting him as he stepped out of the premises. According to Babafemi, the pastor fled to Ghana in June this year to evade arrest after operatives linked him to two cannabis seizures, 200 kg recovered at Okun Aja Beach on June 4, and 700 kg found in his delivery van on July 6. After months of fleeing abroad to evade arrest, the founder and general overseer of the Tent of Mercy Church, Prophet Adefolusho Olashale, was arrested for masterminding multiple shipments of illicit drugs into Nigeria. Well, in a statement, Babafemi claimed that the pastor confessed to ferrying the consignments via waterways from Ghana to Nigeria.
You know, the only reason why your daddy Gio will not shock you is if you believe and acknowledge in your heart that he's just an ordinary human being. The anointing on top of him is an extra, which is service to God. But he is still a human being. As a human being, he has weaknesses, which every human being does have. That's why sometimes when it's, pastor slept with church member, people are alarmed. Why are you alarmed? He's a human being. The anointing does not remove the humanity in him. That's why when I see some of these women worshiping these men of God or pastors or prophets, I get mad. He's just an ordinary human being. That he has the calling of God upon his life does not make him a superhuman being. And then you go there, whatever he tells you to do, even when you know it's wrong, is wrong. You're looking for a child, you go to your pastor's place, and he tells you that his sperm is filled with the anointing, that when he sleeps with you, he will deliver a miracle baby, and then you open your legs. Are you mad? So, stories like this, believe me, doesn't shock me, because I've come to realize, or I've reached a level of my life where I know that they are all humans, that the calling upon them is just extra.
Well, for me, it's crazy what people now do using the name of God. This man could have done any other thing. He could have been a mechanic. He could have been any other thing. He could have chosen any other profession. But he felt, that the best way for him to cover his track would be for him to present himself as a man of God. And under that guise, he's been importing hard drugs that has been damaging lives in this country. So you take a look at the Bible. Sometimes you wish that maybe God would be as hard as humans would want him to be. But if that happens, that means many of us would probably be dead by now, because every now and then many of us go against God's word. But my point this morning is this: why drag the name of God into things like this? Why drag Christianity into things like this?
So annoying.
It is. You could have, nobody forced you to be the man of God, quote and unquote.
Face your drug business.
Exactly, and own it with your full chest. But what we now see these days is a situation where all manner of people, they will just sew one cloth and call themselves bishop, archbishop, and start propagating all manner of fake miracles here and there, deceiving the gullible people, taking advantage of families, causing problems in families here and there, breaking homes. Well, the good thing is the law has caught up with him, and the NDLEA under Ebuba Mawa, they know they smile. I know he will definitely have his days in court, and if he's found wanted, he will definitely go in for the crime.
Now imagine his church members. Have you for 1 second thought about it?
You'll be shocked to find out that they'll be defending him.
They'll say it's a setup.
Baba was set up. The devil has been fighting him.
Penny.
We know he's been using this brother. He's been using this brother to pull him down. That is what we have seen.
That is what I faced, oh Ben, when a man of God was taking advantage of a girl in his custody. The girl is a member of his church. Her parents are workers in the church. So every time the girl comes and runs errand for pastor, she just wrote her WAEC last year, wrote her JAMB as well. This pastor was having intercourse with this girl. When they found out, the matter got to me, and then all other journalists got involved in the issue. The church members were cursing me.
That's it.
That I am the agent of darkness. This girl told me her story. Oh God, I cried. What this pastor used to do to her. After service, he will carry and go in apartments and have multiple rounds of sex with her. Not one. No. The man is such an adventurous person. So the girl was just servicing him. His wife, he's saying wife dey Imo State, but people later said he has divorced her. But he lied to the church members that the wife is in Imo. You get wife for Imo that the Jew, and your wife know they visit you. What kind of a marriage is that? It was obvious that he was a divorcee, but he kept lying to them that his wife is in Imo State. Church members, they curse me. But God, see me now. You can't curse me when I know that I'm on the path of truth. You cannot curse me. You know fit. Your curse no go reach me. There's a recent one, the 6-year-old girl rape that I'm also handling. The same thing. The church members don't curse me tire. And now you can't curse me. You do bad, your pastor does, or a member of a church does bad, and you're covering him.
That the GO can
I
do
take
no
up the
bad.
matter, you're cursing me. You can't curse me. Odochi merem juku. My grace na SS. When you are on the path of truth, curse me from today to tomorrow. You go back to sender.
We'll take another break now. When we're done with this, our phone lines will be thrown open. Stay with us.
MTN Mega Billion Promo nọ ebe a site Monday ruo Saturday n'elekere 7 nke mgbede. Ọtụtụ ndị Naịjirịa ga-enwe ike mere nke ukwuu.
Ịbanye bụ naanị ka ịpịnye star 900 hash n'ekwentị MTN gị ka ọ bụla itinyere ruru $100 ma nke karịrị ya ga-agụnyere gị ma mụbaa gị ohere ndaba mmeri. Tinye ego n'ekwentị gị taa ma merie n'ego ndende. Usoro na ọnọdụ nọkwa. Gaa na www.mtn.ng maka nkọwa ndị ọzọ.
Promo a ga-adị ruo ụbọchị 21 n'ọnwa Septemba.
Amatem soft gel bụ oke ọgwụ eji agwọ ọrịa ịba. Ọ bụrụ na ihe na-eme gị alaghị mkpụrụ ụbọchị atọ agasị ya, gaa hụ dọkịta gị o.
One day now, one day, walk no go rest day. Say you still fit go on holiday, make you no day complain. Retire in grand style, make it worth your while. Choose a partner that will stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. We don't go for your head.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Krima. Even when you need to clear your eyes. Kivo Krima. And when you need to have the break time. Kivo Krima. It's not tea or Margarita.
Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima.
Good time moments with Kivo Krima.
Kivo Krima.
In today's housing update, real stories from Nigerians benefiting from the ARM Managed Ministry of Finance Incorporated Real Estate Investment Fund, MREIF, also known as MREF, a private sector-led initiative launched by the federal government.
Hello, my name is Mr. Obiora. Thanks to the MREF program, I just bought my first house in Enugu. I paid my 20% upfront and MREF paid the balance.
That's right. MREF is here to make owning a house a reality for more Nigerians, offering affordable mortgages of up to 20 years at a fixed interest rate of just 12% per annum. MREF is open to all Nigerians, and you too could move into your own house. For more information, visit any of the participating banks listed on the MREF website or apply at www.mreif.com.ng.
This message is brought to you by ARM Investment Managers, Fund Manager for MREF.
Ready to change any moment into something extraordinary? Reach for Schweppes. With bold, refreshing flavors made from the finest ingredients, Schweppes excites your senses and satisfies your thirst for quality. Whether you're celebrating a special occasion, unwinding after a busy day, or treating yourself just because, Schweppes is your ideal companion for more than just a drink, but a true experience. Made with over 200 years of experience, Schweppes. Great taste, great flavor. Be original.
In my lane, happy every day. Things are not the same. Oh no. Now I chop from a buffet, unlimited buffet. Why I not deaf yet? Cause I know it's more than enough for me. Ocean of feet finish. I will not get limits. I have all I need. Enter unlimited.
To enjoy unlimited data on your devices, visit airtel.com.ng/HBB.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
Alright, you're welcome to the interactive part of the program. We have 0907 677 1029. You can send your WhatsApp messages making use of the same number 0907 677 1029. We have 0916 988 1029. We're streaming live on various platforms. You can as well drop your reactions. Facebook.com/Magic FM NG. YouTube at Magic FM Aba, Instagram at Magic FM Nigeria. All right. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
My name is Peter. I call it from Ikote Bini Road, Ababia State.
Go ahead, Peter.
Okay, I want to react on the issue of the pastor where NDLE, waited in their church to finish the service. They arrested him and took him away. And immediately we concluded. So I can't conclude it like that. Because I saw one of the pastors in Aba here come to the Magic FM about 4 years ago. Come and tell the whole world the narrative we pass where the mechanic they go to the mechanic and the mechanic working his motor. He posts drug in their vehicle. They try to only the intervention of God to review him to search your car before you move out. So when they arrested that man that time with that such a thing, they say, oh, man of God, he's doing the drug. So allow him, since they arrested him, I know they will charge him to court. And he's able to defend himself. I'm saying it only in the Christian line. What of the Muslim? Last Haji, Sheikh Gumi traveled to Saudi Arabia. They return him back. Say he's a terrorist. You cannot allow him to operate Haji in their land. They banned him to visit Saudi Arabia. But Nigeria government is not, even questioning Sheikh Gumi when international like Saudi Arabia praised him in a band, attacking a certain terrorist. And one of these they arrested about 4 years ago in Egypt, speaking to the same terrorist issue. No government, no police, no army, no NDLE, no any agency interrogated or try to arrest or questioning Chegumi is free going their way. This guy is a pastor in Nigeria. You see all manner of tactics they use to arrest, because we know they are in power. That's my take this morning. Thank you.
Okay, Peter. Okay, Peter is gone. I wanted to ask. So, because Gumi was not arrested according to you by the Nigerian authorities, if someone is found wanting, be him a pastor or otherwise, nobody should touch the person, because somebody you allege did something and the federal government did not arrest the person. Can we stop politicizing things unnecessary, bringing religious sentiment into things we should not? Let's learn to call a spade a spade. Hello, good morning. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Your name and location. Go ahead, Elvis.
Can I go on?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
We can hear you.
You could remember when this issue of fuel subsidy was being discussed in Nigeria. They told us that they will use the outcome of the removal of fuel subsidy to get our health system, to build refinery, to build road, to do some manner of things. Now we are hearing a different story again. That this money has been in the hands of politicians. So does it mean that those things they told us at the time, to no more realize them again? So that's because if they cannot do all those things, then they should bring back the fuel subsidy so that all of us will start enjoying the fuel.
All right. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Magic FM.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
My name is James. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, James.
All right. I wanted to talk about the extension of Peter Rayu. So, Anas was saying that you should just go to your father's house. When you are given an extension, you are supposed to report to your PPA throughout that period of extension. All right. That's what I wanted to talk about.
All right. All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Your name and location. Okay, let's take a look at the Facebook page. Also, Francis Namani, thank you for your kind words. Emerua Michael, when are we going to pass the era of avoidable strikes in Nigeria? God help us. For NYSE, let them give the lady her discharge certificates. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location. Chidima, I hope all is well. You're sounding laid back. All right, go ahead.
Okay, I want to talk about the girl, NYSE.
Okay.
From your discussion so far, I want to concur with you that if the parents have money, they should fly her abroad. That's just what's best for her at the time.
All right.
And also,
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, we didn't get what did you say?
I thought that she's there with you, right?
Chidima, we're actually struggling to hear you.
I said that I was hearing her voice, you know.
Okay. She's very much around.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Back to the Facebook page. Felix Ihemeje, federal government paying 7 months arrears to health workers is not worth giving kudos to them. We are unfortunate in this country because of bad leaders. Look at the whole institutions in Nigeria, all are in shambles. I seriously cry for my dear nation. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Brother Ben, and my sister Anne.
Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. My name is Brother Timothy Nigo, the voice representing Oshira Pate. I'm calling you from Apa.
Go ahead.
Mamu Guma, how is Ugumade, my boy?
They're doing well, scattering the whole house.
Everybody okay?
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
very much. All right, my dear. Thank you. Extend my greetings to them all.
Thank you, sir.
Well, let me quickly react to the issue of the NYSC copper that they have confiscated certificate. You see, the problem of this current government is that they don't like critics, but they are desperate to remain in power. This is a man that his singularity economic policies of his administration have launched Nigeria into this vulnerable state. But yet, if you criticize them, you become the enemy. If they don't want to that, so if they don't want anyone to be criticized, let them do the needful. I beg, let them do the needful, and they immediately relinquish that certificate to the young lady. Thank you. I have a wonderful day, please.
All right, you two have a great day. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ben and Anne.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Your name and location. Please, when your call comes through, the first thing you should do is turn off your radio. If you fail to do that, we'll let you go. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
Okay, this is Chukudi from Morata.
Go ahead.
All right, God bless you. Because the point I want to talk on is about the flood issue. You know, sometimes all these things do happen especially in Nigeria. They will keep quiet, but the people are swallowed up by the water before they will do something about it. They're all the same. I'm giving kudos to the present government. The true fight they have done, putting especially Aba area in order. Is why I want to urge him, our amiable governor, to please come to the people's rescue. Because, you know, I just state now, all of us are talking about the present government like the way we talk about Goodluck Jonathan. It's not doing good. I know in me, who are perfectly personally, this LFOD is a God sent to us. He has done a lot. I believe he has a listening ear. We go and do it, make sure that nobody dies there. I believe in what they can do. So away from that, the pastor that used to transport hard drugs from Ghana or whatever to Nigeria, those things do happen because I've experienced one in my life that came out scattered everything. Those people are called, they call themselves not God. I love what you say that in this studio. They should not be attacking the name of the Lord in this. They should not be attacking the name of the Lord in this. If you know that you cannot hold the mantle of God as a pastor, please
walk out. Get out through the window, in fact.
Find other things you can do. There are many things you can do. So that when it go happen, you know where you are coming from.
Exactly.
Not being in the church. Sometimes they discourage us from the one that happens in my house. They wanted to remove Bible from me.
Imagine.
I want to make me spiritual. The thing that keeps me alive is the Bible in my fridge, on top of my fridge.
Who?
I just wanted to hang there. Then I saw the Bible. They put me into, scatter my phone, took every morning and put me into a cyber depth. And whenever this phone rings, it's somebody that I'm going. Only Jesus that comes. Even the thing connected me to Bishop Opesko. He was the person that counseled me in order. I wanted to run away. Somebody told me to come to Abuja. He will do one visa for me. Then I come to China. Bishop Opesko told me to stay. If I run away, I'm going to come back with punch back from China. But if I go there and commit another death from God, and I will not come back to Nigeria and I will not stay in the China, what will happen? Stay and tackle my responsibility. Put my family in order again. So I have to pick myself one after the other. I thank God that I did not end the season based on that thoughts, according to what the pastor did to me. But the grace of God located me. I was still under counsel of the man of God, under the grace conduct. I prayed every step without even pouring money from any place. I'm still moving. So if they know they cannot hold this mantle, or pastorship, or reverend, or prophet, or whatever, let them get out of the sanctuary. Let us know what is happening. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
All right, you too.
But you know when they bust my brain, person will get problem. Pastor will tell you, say me bring $500,000. I'm confused. What does the Bible say? Freely have I received, freely am I given. Any pastor, man of God, that demands money from you before he can praise for you or do deliverance or cure is now a transaction. It's not a calling. But you know what? People have been brainwashed. I should give you 500,000, then you are a native doctor.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
I said calling from Okibu. I don't think you can hear me, but I couldn't hear you.
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
I want to comment on the issue. Anne,
sir,
I want to thank you for being a voice to the voiceless. Yeah, you said some people were attacking you when you said something bad, their pastor or whoever that did. That's the person you, but I'm here blessing you. Thank you for your good job. And then, thank you as well how you spoke, how you always put words on this your radio. Thank you, Magic FM. That's what I want to say.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you too.
Thank you so much.
Okay, back to the Facebook page. Dr. Mrs. Mma Olebara from Owerri. Majority of Nigerians are really suffering and want peace and good life in this country. Enough of the exploitation and pauperization of the majority by a conscienceless few who have continued to mortgage the future of our children. Prince Loshikin, the political class which controls the leadership of the nation, does not recognize the health workers because they go overseas for medical tourism. So for them, it is normal to owe public health workers. They are busy fixing infrastructure with borrowed funds, where so much funds will be cornered.
Sorry, I wanted to say something about the last caller. The last caller who did call about the pastor issue. Let me tell you something interesting, my dear. We dragged the case to court. The man of God confessed before the authorities, was negotiating for settlement with the family, financial settlement. But while the man of God was, so-called man of God, was negotiating for settlement between us and the police and the law courts, victims' family, the church members were cursing me. They didn't know that their GO is already negotiating for out-of-court settlement.
Back to Facebook. Awokana Maxwell. The poor masses are the only people suffering in this country, while those we freely gave our mandate are enjoying our commonwealth. Any rise in public service, they are responsible to make sure the masses remain poor and unable to challenge them during elections. Oputa Justice, NYSC withholding the discharge certificates of Raye is a show of disregard to our collective reasoning by the government. What has she done? Just expressing her frustration over the state of economy, which all Nigerians are currently facing today, especially the families with multiple children. Haba. Ebinwa Simeon Onyeji, when demons are in charge, this is the result, but come 2027, Pharaoh must be chased out, okay? Ikpazu benefits Chineku as long as it doesn't have any direct effect on these politicians. They will never see reasons to address the matter. Flood disasters give them opportunity to acquire more loot. Reasons why year in, year out, we only get to see press releases and billions of donations. Chibuzo Ekwemu, NYSC is doing the bidding of their paymasters. They're just making this girl popular, thereby opening more opportunities for her. Freedom of speech is not a crime. Okay? John Best, thank you. Nnamdi, what the government of Alex Oti is doing with those who have retired in Abia State Teaching Hospital is unfair. The government of Alex Oti pays only 40% of the pensioners in absolute their pension and refuse to pay the remaining 60%. Those 60% deserve their pay.
One of the executive of this absolute, I was trying to gather my notes and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll do a follow-up on that.
Okay. Charles Essie, it is very, very disheartening for the men of God to engage in ill behavior. I feel bad, and this had some of us distraught in them. Okay, and whatever you can do to humanity, please go ahead and do that, because our good God has your back.
I know. Thank you.
Justin Enyoha Ejerenwa, And you're correct. The way people worship their pastors is so funny. They should give that lady her certificates. Nigeria, don't tire us. Stephen C. Achonwa, the NYSC seizing the core members' certificates is embarrassing and unacceptable. Must the federal government politicize every segment of our life with vehement intimidation? For the pastor or pastors, they have made me to lose interest in going to church. Shrine priests.
Well, you're not going to church for them. Just go and worship your God and go home.
Shrine priests are now better than them. Okay, this is coming from Chief Achonwa Stephen from London. Emezu, oh Emezu. We are getting bad news in Nigeria. Please give us good news. All right. Michael Kalu, a lot of things happening behind the altar. Please, Christians should read the Bible with understanding so that you won't be deceived. All right.
Do you know that, Ben, when one of those cases happened, a team of pastors in Aba were trying to jeopardize investigation. So it's like a cartel of pastors who are involved in this thing, who are shielding one of their own. Ben, I don't see something, forget. We move on Facebook. Michael Arius, for federal government to agree to pay these health workers means that this money is somewhere. Then why can't you pay them as I went due to save you, the federal government, the stress of running around and issuing statements here and there? It was a benefit Chineku if a military administrator can comfortably sit to conduct a democratic election. It's obvious that your freedom of speech is not guaranteed. Raye is facing what millions of other Nigerians are facing low key. We're hearing this because it became a public outburst. Ibokwe Charles, why withhold Raye's certificate? Is it not obvious we are suffering in Nigeria, high cost of living, affecting everybody, including core members? Ezocha Emmanuel White, well done with all you're doing. I'm happy to connect back to Magic FM. I agree totally with your submission, except there is a law that will force politicians to use our government facility while in office. We will continue to be in this quagmire. You didn't tell us where you are. Reconnected. Okay, from Ibadan. Oh, thank you, sir. Mazi Zubi Madueke, the federal government pay health workers 7 months arrears to avoid looming strike is a cheering news. Please let it be done faster. Health is wealth. Namdi, what the government of Alex Otu is doing with those that have retired in Abia Teaching Hospital is unfair. The government, I think Ben read this one.
We took that.
We'll treat the matter tomorrow. I've gotten the press statement. I woke up late today and I was not able to package it. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. Thank you for sharing. Ojukugu, kudos to the federal government for the directive to clear 7 months arrears. Is a welcome development. Austin Ujo, when will our government learn to treat workers' rights to avoid incessant strikes? I'm highly disappointed with that our government at all levels are not proactive when it comes to protection of the populace or environment. Ishaq Ahmed, government is not making things easy for workers. When we want to go on strike, they call to negotiate. That's a failed country and they're busy looting treasury. Chijoke Mebu, based on the NYC saga, my own view on the matter is that some of the Oga at the top, that's via NYC, are benefiting from the core members' salary Abi budget, and the girls spoil shoe for them. That's why they're frustrating her. Henry Ohaji, Nigeria has turned to autocratic country, no more freedom of speech and expression. Nothing good happens in Nigeria than politics. DMX Ekpemu Chibuzo. NYC is doing the bidding of their paymasters. They're just making this. Okay, I think Ben has read this one. Obuagu Emmanuel is Simba. NYC has no right to withhold the girl's discharge certificate for speaking up on the hardship fellow core members were going through. Is it not enough to... Okay. Kali Nash, how on earth would the federal university tuition fee be this exorbitant? Many parents strive for their children to go to federal university because it's affordable than state and private owned. This is not acceptable. If allowed to stand, it will deprive students their right of choosing course of study. Hyacinth Obuna, the federal government probably does not like industrial peace and harmony. After reactive instead of being proactive, show no interest in the welfare of the nation's workforce, and without regard to collective bargaining agreement, unless there is a threat to disrupt the flow and process of work by weapon of strike, arrears of wages of workers and their demands will not be met. If you like say you be labor man, as I hear collective bargaining, I say this one, he's one of them. Okay, I think that's all from my end.
Okay, we'll take another break now. When we're done with this, we'll take a look at the WhatsApp platform. Stay with us.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
MTN Mega Billion Promo nọ ebe a site Monday ruo Saturday n'elekere 7 nke mgbede. Ọtụtụ ndị Naịjirịa ga-enwe ike mere nke ukwuu.
Ịbanye bụ naanị ka ịpịnye star 900 hash n'ekwentị MTN gị. Ka ọ bụla itinyere ruru 100 naira ma nke karịrị ya ga-agụnyere gị ma mụbaa gị ohere ndaba mmeri. Tinye ego n'ekwentị gị taa ma merie n'ego ndende. Usoro na ọnọdụ nọkwa. Gaa na www.mtn.ng maka nkọwa ndị ọzọ.
Promo a ga-adị ruo ụbọchị 21 n'ọnwa Septemba.
One day now, one day. Walk no go rest day. Say you still fit go on holiday. Make you no day complain. Retire in grand style. Make it worth your while. Choose a partner that will stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. We don't go for your head.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
Pass me the ball, Joe.
See, now who the lip come so? Now hello. Hey, oh boy. Which time we get limp with walking stick now?
Nah, no, so have joint pains. Since that yesterday game, you can't be like, say, the time I muscle to my bones.
Harry, now so you come the use stick waka like papa. You never hear of Vilicin Balm? Vilicin Balm na brand of methyl salicylate and menthol crystal. We will give you effective and soothing relief from body pain, aches, lumbar and rheumatism. Whether na for work or play, Vilicin na effective soothing balm for old and young people them. Harry, my man. Now you the dribble like this? Where you walking stick now? Vilicin Balm, rub balm for cold, catarrh, aches and pains. Vilicin Balm, na daily need industries they make am. If you not better after 3 days, I beg go see your doctor.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, you're welcome back on the WhatsApp platform. Politicians here do not believe in our education system. Omai was in the UK 2 weeks ago for the daughter's graduation. Same with Ahmed Dati, who owns one of the most expensive private universities in Abuja. His son also graduated from Queen's University in the UK. Please, let's live by example. Well said, Princess from Abba. Ben Anani, good morning. How I wish I can buy you guys paracetamol to help ease your worries. You guys have said it all or have been saying it. Our leaders, okay, let's choose our words. They don't, they don't even care. Okay, they don't care even all our shouts and cries. May God help us. This is coming from CJ, Texas. Okay, thank you. Nolim Innocent. You separated with your wife since last year because backyard ministries and their fake prophecy on fruits of the womb, so they are more dangerous than criminals. Lots of stories.
As I did, so when my mama don't suffer with me from birth, one man of God will come tell me, say,
she's a witch.
I for don't become
she's responsible.
Deputy governor, but my mama, I will not believe you. Who you be? I feel sometimes when they're hypnotized. Do you think it's normal that somebody will tell you such ridiculous thing and you will agree?
Swallow it hook, line, and sinker.
Or your wife is the reason why you are not progressing. You will now divorce her alone.
Wilson Eluche, I don't know whether we are in a military regime or government of autocracy. We can no longer criticize the government in power even when we know they have performed below standard. They should release the girl's discharge certificate and allow her to be in peace. Okay, thank you. Here, let's take a look at the WhatsApp platform and see if we have any comments. Okay, the YouTube. All right, actually no comments, and we have to go. We'll keep talking and being hopeful that one day things will turn around for good, and we'll look back at days like this and say, hey, all the talking was actually worth it.
All the talking actually worth it.
Well, this is saying thank you for being part of the program this morning. Do well to join us for Tuesday's edition tomorrow. My name is Ben. Want to have yourself a great day.
My name is Anastasia Uchin. Have a blessed day.
Something, get drunk, getting little, in at the club where we like to party.